Hi, my name is Tracy Armstrong. I'm one of the innovative technology facilitators for DDSB. Today I'm going to have a look at Google Keep, and this will be part 2 of our bite-sized PD. I'm going to have a look at how you can go about researching using Google Keep in order to help your students access different websites and be able to keep notes all in one place. So let's get started. So the first thing that we want to do is go into our app section to make sure that we have this app, Google Keep. So going into our apps and into more, you'll see that right in here, I have my Google app, which is going to allow me to add some things and to have a more robust experience versus having the extension. The extension is going to allow us to take research, though, and be able to gather information and put it into that Google extension, which will then put it into our Google app. So we want to make sure that we have both spaces available to us. So I'm going to go over to my side here, and one of the things that I need to do is create a label before I start my research and go into actual websites. On the extension, you're not able to add a label, but you can tag things. And when we do research, one of the things that a lot of our students will have difficulty with, or we ourselves have difficulty with, is keeping things organized. So the more that we can label things, the better we are at being able to track them down and find them. So I'm going to click on Edit Label, and I'm going to create one on Ontario, as that's the research that I'm going to do today. So I'll click Done, and you'll now see that label there over on the left-hand side. So I'm going to begin my research by going into our online databases for DDSB and going into the Canada in Context on our Gale site. So from here, you're going to notice that the light bulb up in the top right-hand side here has turned to yellow. So it's all ready to go to be able to take information that I want to select from here. Now, students have learned that if they select information using some of our other programs, they're able to then put it into their Google Drive, which will allow them to work with it. This is definitely one way of taking information. We, of course, are not suggesting here by any means that our students plagiarize or take information directly from a site and use it as their own. We need to encourage our students, of course, to put any information that they take into their own words. So I am going to show a couple of ways of being able to do this. So a student can take information. So if they are looking to do a direct quote to support something that they are taking from the site, they can select all of that information and then click on the light bulb. And you'll notice here that that's going to take that information now and, oops, I need to be signed in, there we go. It's going to take that information. Up in the top, you're going to see that it will have grabbed the website that I'm currently using, and it will take the information directly from there. So I could put quotes around it to show that, hey, I've taken that information directly from there. And then as I continue to read on, I may find that I have information that I want, that I have directly taken and put in my own words. So for example, a large majority of the province inhabitants live in southern Ontario. So I could say in my own words, most people are located in Ontario. So I'm taking that information down, I'm giving myself some jot notes, and I'm going to continue on from there. So I will have the website that I've gotten the information from. I can have some direct quotes from there. I can put things in my own words as well. And then, pardon me, I can click on Add Label. So as I said before, you can't create labels here, but I can check off the space that I want that to go to. So I'm going to click Ontario. So I now have this labeled as Ontario. So when I go into my Google Keep app, I'm going to be able to find the information directly in that Ontario label. So that you can see is automatically saved as well. So I can click out of that space and go into another space. Okay, so from there, I can then move into taking some information from another site, another source. I can actually do video as well. So I'm going to hop into a video here and get that playing in the background. So I can be watching a video and then I can click on my Google Keep, and you'll notice once again, it's taken the information from the site there. And I can actually click on the title and I could put a design with a pretty path, the title of my video. And then I can actually go into the take note section. And I know from here they're talking about Queen Street and the unique shops. I can pause my video and still be able to access that note again. And once again, I can click my add label. I know this is going into my Ontario section that I'm working on, and that's going to be able to take that information back to that space. So any website that I'm on, I'm able to access this Save to Google Keep. I can do videos, I can do text, images, and take any information that I want into this space and then click on my label. So you can see that it is automatically saved. So I'm going to hop out of that space and actually go back into my Google Keep app here. And you'll notice in my Ontario space, I now have my design with a gritty past of video. And I have, I'm just going to click on that. It has the website here. It has my notes here. I can now decide what I want to do with that. I can share it with someone. I can change my color so that I have it all in one type so that I can find it easily. Again, I can add images to this space as well. I can also look at adding, drawings, copying it, doing check boxes, all those things that we learned in the last one. So I'm going to just pin this to the top right now so that we can quickly see that. I'm going to close it. So again, I'm in my Ontario space. So I know I also have this other one that I created that I can click on and see my other information here. The other great thing is I can then take this and put this into a Google Doc. So I can go to Copy to Google Docs. Okay, and then I can open my doc. And I can have that information from my note and put that over there on the side. So once in my Google Doc, I can also look at over here on the right-hand side, I have Keep as an option, and I can pull that aside, and the notes that I have taken will also be here. I color-coded the ones on Ontario the same color, so they're quick and easy to find. I can actually take information from here, the ones that I put in my own words, for example. Most people are located in Ontario. It continues on further. I can select that and I can paste it over there, or I can pull the whole note over. I have I can actually pull the whole note over as well, and it will drop the information in as well. So this is great to have all that information in one space, and if students have put it in their own words or use those pieces where they've quoted, they can pull them into their document and have a great research paper ready to go. So that's the information on Google Keep. As we know, there are so many things that you can do with it, but we were just focusing on the research portion today. So just as a recap, you want to make sure that you have the Google Keep app set up. You want to have the extension up on your top bar. When you go into research, you can go in and take information directly from the site, or you can put it in your own words. When you select on the Save to Keep, it is going to give you that bar at the top that will have the site that you are on. It will have the information that you have. You can label it so that you're able to add that extra information to allow you to be able to go into a space and find it quickly, but the label needs to be added in the actual drive section. You can also go into videos, watch videos, and take notes as you're watching the video as well.